you see anything you like.
By the nine! I can't believe it's you. I was just asking around if anyone knew where I might find you. My master and I recently arrived here in Skyrim from Citadel. It's been a long journey, but he sent me to see if I could find you. I thought I'd check the tavern and inn here in Whiterun first, and then set out for the other towns tomorrow.
We sell bows.
But fortunately, the gods favour me today, as you seem to have found me instead. He's heard of your escape from that awful dragon attack and urgently needs to speak with you. I know nothing more than that. He's at the inn in Falkreath. Would you please meet him at your earliest convenience? He only wishes to talk to you. Here, he gave me this note to give you, and a small token of his appreciation. Now then, I bid you good day as I have another errand to run. No rest for the weary, as they say. Good day. Hi, is there something I can do for you?
If you have need of hunting, then you've come to the right place.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies? Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop. Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road near the market. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help. Thank you very much for your business.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you. I am an artisan, painting in strokes of blood red upon the canvas of life. But yes, I will take coin to fight at your side. After all, where is the value in creating art if there is nobody left alive to see it? If you change your mind, seek me out here.
We sell bows, arrows, and ale. A unique combination, to be sure.
mistake. Enough of this!
was sure I heard something.
What was that? Enough! This ends now!
This doesn't concern you, citizen. I am a Tholmor Judiciar on important business that you are interfering with. We are special envoys of the Aldmeri Dominion, the rightful rulers of Tamriel. If you'd like, I can show you why. If you're smart, you'll walk away. Walk away, now. That we are superior to men is an established fact. For example, take this belief in Talos, the Ninth Divine. Ha! Certainly you don't believe such things. Or perhaps there's something you'd like to confess. Incorrect. You can worship whatever gods you like, but Talos is a man. Only a heretic would think otherwise. And so you will die a heretic's death. Never should have come.
You're interfering with official Thormore business. This doesn't concern you, citizen. This doesn't concern you, citizen. Taking this man to be interrogated. He has knowledge of a cult of Talos. He will tell us what we need to know, or he will die. The choice is his. Now get out of my way. This doesn't concern you, citizen. Not so fast. Yeah. 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 Totally way out of misery.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm. Ulfric Stormcloak wants to see them. Next Imperial I see is dead.
I should have come here. Ah, that's it. Stand still.
Try not to judge Valkreath too harshly, visitor. The war has been hard on us. I'm sorry, I should really go now.
You're going to have the men around here wrapped around your finger in no time.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out. Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. The people of Skyrim don't like magic much, so about the only place you're likely to find a teacher is the College of Winterhold. Folks have gone missing the past few weeks. Word now's that our hunters are gone too. Say, if you're traveling, could you keep an eye out for them? Valder and his men, I think they were after Bear up north. People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face. Make you look completely different. Do you believe that? Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. You hear any juicy gossip in town? Be sure to share it with me.
Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the... Oh, did you need something? Keep a song in your heart to ward off the gloom. We drink to our youth, to days come and gone. For the age of aggression...
Oh, bless the divines, you came! Well met, and welcome. We have much to discuss. Will you tell me, what happened at Helgen? We'll start with after. Your past is none of my concern. That you survived, however, is. Did you see if anyone else made it out of there? Where are the families, the children? Then it's as I feared. My brother and his family are lost. Gods damn it all. I'd hoped for better news. Yes, I've heard the fort is full of them. But appearances can also be deceiving. If I'm right, these are no bandits at all. I have it on good authority there is a man known only as Val inside the keep. He's the leader of a small group of mercenaries, for lack of a better term. Their aim is to kill Thalmor wherever they're found. That they've come out of hiding is beyond mysterious. They're insurrectionists. A resistance movement, if you will. His name is Valerius Tiberius Artoria. We served for many years together in the Imperial Legion, as captains under Titus Mede II during the Great War. He was a good man in those days, an honorable man. Then the Aldmeri invaded, and murdered his wife, son, and daughter in cold blood. They marched them down the streets of the Imperial City and tortured them until they were dead, right in front of the Imperial Palace itself. They said, "Let it be known that any family members of Imperial officers found anywhere else in the province would receive a similar fate." There were many such atrocities committed by those wretched maggots within those walls, and even more unspeakable tragedies in the rest of Cyrodiil. We were under orders to flee the city for Skyrim when they invaded. We left our people, our families, defenseless. Most did not survive. The few that did make it out of there were scattered as refugees throughout the rest of the province. The plan was to regroup here in Skyrim, rest and resupply our forces, and return to the Imperial City to retake it. That took almost a year. Surely you know the history. If not, this book will help you understand a little of what we went through. When we finally returned to the city, there wasn't much left. We split our forces, and I led the charge from the southern waterfront district, while Valerius attacked from the west. Marched right right down to the main gate and knock on the door, he says. Man had guts, that's for sure. After we retook the city, he started to change. He knew his family was gone, but when he learned that they were tortured in the streets, he went mad and vowed to avenge their deaths. He started conducting covert operations that were unknown even to me, his closest friend. He took a handful of his most loyal men and began assassinating Aldmeri officers and diplomats, wherever he could find them. Of course, all of this was without knowledge or consent from our commanders. When they were caught, well, let's just say justice was swift. But the Aldmeri feared making a martyr out of him, as they knew the people were aware of his family's torture and murder. No, but under pressure from the Thalmor, Titus locked him and his men away in the Imperial prison for the rest of their lives. Soon after, I decided my service had come to its end, and retired from the Legion. But you don't get to be a captain and not accumulate a few favors. Well, yes and no. I wasn't actually involved in the operation, but a young lieutenant who served under me was stationed there after I retired. And he found an ancient passage out of the prison that had long been forgotten about. We always heard the stories about it from ages ago, but none of us believed they were true, and dismissed them as fairy tales. But they were true, and Lieutenant Buckingsley found the passage. So, on a dark and stormy night, Buckingsley quietly slipped a key into Valerius' cell and created a diversion, which bought Val enough time to escape. They went straight away to Hammerfell to join the Redguard rebellion against the Aldmeri Dominion. It was rumored a secret brotherhood who called itself the Keepers of Hatu was formed after the signing of the Second Treaty of Stros Mackay. Most people passed these rumors off as baseless gossip, but the name Hatu always had intrigued me. Hatu was the mountain where the Redguard hero Frandar Hunding and his swordsingers made their final stand against the armies of Hera. It was a bloody battle in their history, but their victory led them to a new land they named Hammerfell, which began the modern-day Redguard society. Here, I brought a few of my old books along, just to refresh my memory. Perhaps you'd like to study them, if you're interested in history. You may read them at your leisure. Where were we? Oh, yes, the name is a metaphor, meant to imply a final stand, much the same as the one Frandar made at Hatu Mountain. It was also widely known that this brotherhood was made of all races, all united in a singular cause under the banner of the hammer and anvil. Yes, I see you've been listening. Not only defeat them, though, that would not be enough, but to cleanse Tamriel of the Thalmor and their racist Aldmeri dominion forever. Yes, interesting, isn't it? I've heard the name Valerius Artoria associated with them on more than one occasion. First, who better to lead such an organization than someone as skilled in warfare as he? Second, who better to intimidate your enemy than a legend well known as an assassin of their kind, even if he were dead? And if he is still alive, and his men still serve with him, it seems logical that they would return to Skyrim along with the Thalmor. I need you to go try and talk to Valerius. Reason with him. Tell him Marcus Janus requests a meeting with him. Tell him I'll come to the fort alone. Present company excluded, of course. Give this ring to him. It was his wife's wedding band. If any of his men try to accost you, show it to them and tell them it is a gesture of goodwill from me. They'll give you quarter if they know I sent you. Approach the guards and show them the ring. Tell them Marcus Janus sent you to see Valerius Tiberius Artoria on urgent business. Show them this note with my seal, but tell them it's for Valerius. His eyes only. Please, return to me as soon as you can. I'll prepare to leave and be ready to go when you return. Make haste, young one, and may fortune favor the foolish.
With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor and such power? Did you see a dog out there? I don't know, really. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
Stop right there. Don't even think about moving. You see my friends coming? They won't hesitate to kill you if you so much as breathe funny. Now, who are you? And what is the meaning of this intrusion? Quickly now, speak. Oh, funny guy, eh? How funny would it be if we got you like a hawker? Never heard of him? You are mistaken. There's nobody by that name here. Now, be on your way. We don't want to hurt you. Don't know him either. I'm beginning to run out of patience with you. Leave now. I don't know who you are, stranger, or what you want, but I advise you to choose your words very carefully from here on out. Let me see that. Did you say Marcus Janus? From the war, Marcus Janus. Why didn't you say so? Very well. I will take you inside. But all of us have our eyes on you. And if you try and start trouble, it will be the last trouble you ever start. Follow me.
Balfrey, what do you think you're doing? Who is this person, and why have you brought them here?
She has an urgent message for you from Marcus Janus. She was alone, and I thought you would want to talk to her.
What? Marcus Janus? Balfring, have you gone completely mad? That's impossible.
I thought the same thing, sir, but it's true. She showed me a letter to you with Marcus's seal. It's real, all right. And sir, somehow Marcus has found Sabrina's wedding ring and sent it to you.
Very well. We'll see about this. Balfring, you are dismissed. All of you may resume your patrols.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who you are or why you're here, so you'd better have some good answers to my questions. May I see that ring? You say you were sent by Marcus Janus? Where is he now? And do you know how he came into possession of this ring? Yes, I suppose that may have been possible, but this is all so overwhelming. Thank you. I love them very deeply. I nearly went mad after they were murdered by those Altmarine dogs. I wanted nothing but vengeance. Every day of my life is burned with nothing but the desire to make them pay for their murders. But enough of that. Let's see this letter you brought. Yes. Marcus Janus. It's certainly you, all right. What do you want with me? Tell me, how has he found me here? Very clever, that one. Always was. Bandits. It's not far from the truth, though. Fitting ruse is that's about what we've become. Living our lives in the shadows, hiding and skulking about like some caged skeever looking for his next piece of cheese. Honor? Bah. Any honor I had died with the first Altmarine diplomat I assassinated. I'm not the same man he knew. But no doubt he's filled your head with tales of glory from the war, and stories of the Keepers of Hatu. I'm afraid that man no longer exists. This hatred, it's consumed me, taken my life. I suppose I would still be rotting down in that damn prison were it not for Marcus. Now I'm just rotting here instead. And rot is nonetheless still rot. The only difference, really, is where and how. Why would he want to help me? After he sees what I've become, he'll leave soon enough. But go tell him I'll meet with him regardless. At least then we can say our proper goodbyes to one another. Never got to do that before. Now, be gone. Please leave me in peace.
So it's true. You're Dragonborn. Shore's bones. I wouldn't have ever believed it.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could we have men bring down such a place?
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Keep a song in your heart to ward off the gloom.
Unless you intend to bury someone, this isn't the place you're looking for, traveler.
The Civil War, it's bad for Skyrim. Let's hope it ends quickly. Can I help you, friend? Excellent. Well done, my friend. I'm ready to go, but there's just one thing. I'm getting too old for fighting. Well, at least by myself, that is. I was hoping that it wouldn't be too much of a burden on you to escort me to the keep. There's another 250 gold in it for you, if you will. I'm right behind you, but don't go too fast. Unlike you young ones, I'm not cut out for this shite anymore.
Oh, been tending your hounds? You smell like a wet dog.
There are dragons about, traveler. Be warned. Then you've seen them too. We lost our home, our livestock. We barely have enough gold to get by. Thank you, traveler. Be safe, and don't forget to keep an eye on the sky.
Thank you for your kindness.
What can I do for you? I'm collecting ingredients to bring to the gourmet. He'll think my taste's so refined when I offer them to him. You have heard of the gourmet? You've not heard of the gourmet? Author of Uncommon Taste? He is a wizard with a spatula. Well, not an actual wizard, but his recipes are legendary. You know, I've heard the gourmet is in Skyrim right now. I'm collecting ingredients. You have heard... You know, I've heard the gourmet is in Skyrim right now.
Valerius Tiberius Artoria, you old dog. Come here, my friend. Let us have a look at you.
Marcus, why have you come here?
Valerius, I'm sure this is quite a shock to you and terribly unexpected. I came here to check on my family, but it appears none of them survived. Then I realized you were here, so I decided it was in both our interests for two old friends to meet again. At last.
Ah, your brother, yes. Marcus, I'm very sorry. But whatever the circumstances, it does my eyes good to see you again after all these years.
Yes. Same here, old friend. Same here. So, the Keepers of Hatu in Skyrim. Who would have ever dreamed of such a time?
All right, Janice, what is it you really want? Don't forget, I know you, so out with it.
Yes, you do know me, old friend, better than most. Very well. I aim to rebuild this town, and make her my home.
Rebuild? Janice, I have no intention of helping you or anyone else rebuild a town. I'm here on other business.
Yes, I know, Valerius, but if what I propose is true, perhaps we can be mutually beneficial to one another. All I'm asking is that you hear me out. After that, if we're not in agreement, we can part ways and you'll likely never see me again. But Valerius, there's plenty of time to get to all that later. Right now, let's just catch up on old times.
Well, you're in luck, Janice. Miss Bennett's left some fresh wine downstairs, and I need a drink.
Yes, I could use a drink too, old friend. Let me say goodbye to my new friend, and I'll join you. I can't thank you enough for your help. As agreed, here's your compensation. I apologize for that. I certainly wasn't intentionally keeping anything from you. I just wanted to meet with Valerius before I brought it up. But yes, I want to make Helgen my home. But she certainly has seen better days, that's for sure. You know, I grew up just across the border in Cyrodiil. And Helgen was always a place my family visited when I was a boy. I have many fond memories of those days. And now, with my brother and his family gone, let's just say he'd be happy that I settled here. And from what I could tell as we came in, it'll be a lot of work cleaning everything up. But nothing impossible. Then we can take a look at what's left of these buildings and begin rebuilding from there. I'm sure there'll be plenty of work for you if you're interested. Why don't you take a day and think about it? That'll give Valerius and I some time to catch up and come up with a plan. Can you return to see us in a day or so? Thank you once again, friend. I'll see you then.
Now then, Marcus, let's go get that wine. You're in one piece, so I trust your trip went smoothly.
Yes, fortunately it was without incident. Of course, I had Patsy to protect me.
Ah, yes, dear Patsy. There's not a more loyal man in all of Tamriel. And I'm pleased the road was kind to you.
How long has it been now, Val? Nearly 20 years?
It's been too long, friend, too long. So, are you still running that trading outfit out of Coral?
No, not anymore. At least now, that is. Business was slow. And it seems Cyrodiil just can't get back on its feet, Valerius.
Yes, I've heard the same thing about Hammerfell. These truly are desperate times, my friend. Desperate times indeed.
Yes. But it will get better, Valerius, for both of us. Tamriel can't stay at war forever.
Marcus Janus, ever the eternal optimist. Gods, how I remember that used to get on my nerves.
Well, we surely wouldn't want that, would we? Now then, pass that wine and let's share a toast. Then we can get down to business. Dragonborn. I always heard the legends in my childhood, but we always thought they were fairy tales. But they're true. I've heard the companions named you as Harbinger. Couldn't have picked a better person, if you ask me. Ah, yes, we've been waiting for you. Now that you're here, we have a matter of grave importance to discuss with you. So you really think this nonsensical plan of yours will work, Val?
Janus, it has to work. We have no choice. Now then.
Reporting as ordered, sir.
Good. That armor looks good on you two.
Well, it itches, and it stinks.
It's had a dead man in it. What do you expect?
So, now that we're all here, Valerius, would you like to fill in our friend on your plan?
Did you ever stop to wonder how my men and I came to this place? Did you ever stop to wonder how my men and I came to this place? Well, yes, but that's not all of it. Up until a couple of weeks ago, we were still in Cyrodiil. And our sources began reporting on new Thalmor activity taking place south of here. Rumor was that they were turning an old fort into a prison for captured Talos worshippers. And I deemed the reports credible enough to investigate. I sent my best man, Korst, on the mission. He was ordered not to confront them, but to observe only. Unfortunately, he did not return, and I'm afraid something went very wrong. About 2 weeks. After 1 week went by, we'd started to fear the worst, so we mobilized and came here. Finding Korst is the main reason we're here. This fort gave us the perfect spot to rest, resupply, and prepare to find out what happened to him. So, we eliminated the bandits, took over the fort, tried to blend in and not draw attention to ourselves. Yes, fortunately, the Imperials left everything behind when they abandoned this place. It looks like Elenwen herself was here. I need you to pose as an Imperial officer with orders to transfer Korst back to Elenwen for interrogation. Legion prisoner transfer parties always travel in groups of 3, so Falco and Sienna will be going with you. As you can see, they're already in Imperial uniform, and you must do the same if this has any chance of working. We found some officer's armor that should fit you, and Alton put a little enchantment on it for you. It's only worn by high-ranking officers, so it should help you carry a bit more influence. If you have any other powers of persuasion, this would be the time to use them. Perhaps between the two it will be enough for this to work. While searching the fort, we found a communique from her own hand, and were able to forge a transfer order to give to the men at the prison. If the Thalmor officers question you, remind them you're a special envoy from the embassy, and they had best comply. Hopefully it'll be enough, but if not, you may have to resort to the old-fashioned way of negotiating. Yes, it certainly will be. And make no mistake, those Thalmor bastards are beyond brutal. And I've heard there's a particularly ruthless justiciar named Arundel who may be in charge there. If it's the Arundel I know, you can be certain he will kill you on sight, so you must be careful. Thank you, friend. You know, Marcus seems to be quite impressed with you. Well, if he trusts you, then I trust you. The prison is located south of here, on the road past Fort Newgrad, heading to the Cyrodiil border. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Here's your armor. Don't forget to put it on. Please return as soon as you can, and good luck.
Civil war, it's bad for Skyrim. Let's hope it ends.
someone there? Is that the best you can do?
Who are you? And what do you want? What? We'll see about this. I haven't been notified of any such orders. I'll have to clear this with my superior. Wait here. My lord, there is an envoy here who appears to have orders for a prisoner transfer from Elenwen herself. What should I do?
This looks in order. But I'll handle this. Come with me. I'm sorry. I haven't been given any orders concerning any transfer. I'm not able to release the prisoner at this time. Perhaps. Or perhaps not. Either way, I've received no orders from my commander, Erendel, so the prisoner stays here. Certainly not. He is away on official Thalmor business. What and where is none of your concern. No, of course not. What is your point? He would not do that. He would simply issue the order himself. Besides, how would you know such things? But what? It means you have clearance and access to classified intelligence and conduct special operations on behalf of your dying empire. Of course I know that. Well, yes. I suppose so. It's rare, but not entirely unheard of. And these prisoner transfers are usually led by you Imperials. But I'm warning you. You had better not be taking me for a fool. I swear I'll kill you if you are. Yes, perhaps you're right. Erendil has made several unusual transfers lately, so this is not totally out of the ordinary. Prisoners coming in, prisoners going back out, could make a lesser being go crazy. Very well. Oronar will escort you to your prisoner, but you had better not tarry. Get your prisoner and leave.
You want something from me? You want something from me?
To slice you open bit by bit and make you eat your own flesh. And then I'm going to put you on my rack over there for a nice little stretch.
Geno, stop that immediately and back away. This prisoner is being transferred to the embassy.
Back away? I'm finally making some progress and he's just about to break. And you tell me to back away? Have you gone mad? I will do no such thing.
Oh yes you will. and you will do it now. You can take up your grievance with Erendil. Now step aside.
This is madness, I tell you, madness! I was given specific orders to interrogate this prisoner, and that's exactly what I am doing.
Damn it, Gaynor. We have orders from Elenwen to transfer this prisoner. Now back away, or you're going on report.
Very well then. But Arundel will have your head, not mine.
You may release your prisoner from his shackles and leave at once. I advise you to move quickly, as my friend can get a little testy. Yes, I suggest you do that immediately.
Thank you. Let me see if I can walk. So dizzy.
What are you looking at, you gnawed dog? I should have just killed you when I had the chance.
Gaynor, I'm warning you. Stop!
Someone?
Yeah!
What was that?
Yeah!
huh?
No more! I yield! I yield! Is someone there? Someone there.
What was that?
You two! What the hell are you doing here? By Talos, we are lucky to be alive!
Valerius sent us to find you and bring you home. Did you think we would let you rot in here?
I didn't know, Falco. I thought I might die in this stinking place. I don't believe I know this person with you. Who is this woman who fights like a true warrior?
A traveler and a new friend of Marcus Janus. Of course, you won't believe it. Marcus is in Skyrim.
Marcus Janus in Skyrim? You must be drinking too much meat again, Falco.
No, it's true. And he's back in Helgen with Valerius.
Helgen? I bet Valerius never saw that one coming. Why is Marcus here?
I'm not sure, but something about rebuilding Helgen, I think. Of course, we can talk about that later. We need to go.
Yes. Let's get out of here before any more of those Dalmor maggots show up. Perhaps our new friend will lead the way. We will be right behind you.
Be well, friend.
You're Dragonborn. I never believed in all that nonsense. I've always trusted my instinct. And my steel. Rebuild a town. Ha! If it were anyone but Marcus, I'd say they were mad. I still say he's mad, too. Hell, maybe we're all mad. Shore's bones. I see now why Marcus has spoken so highly of you. Quite impressive. Now, let's see if we can find out what in the name of Akatosh is going on in that prison. Forced. Thank the gods you're safe. But how in Oblivion were you even captured?
I don't know how they found me. It's like they knew exactly where I was hiding. I never had a chance to escape.
Well, thanks to our new friend, you're okay now. Tell me what you learned.
It's a prison, all right. And it's heavily guarded inside. Well, it was heavily guarded. There are none alive in there now. The commandant was never there that I could tell.
Did anyone mention where he was?
I overheard the guards joking about him getting soft in their embassy and spending too much time with some whore from the Tormas Tavern. But that's all I could hear them say.
Did you learn anything else?
Well, I didn't think much of it at the time, but I overheard a guard talking about how many prisoners were coming and going from the prison. And I noticed several new prisoners had probably get taken away while I was there, just like he said. And they were not tortured, beaten, or starved either. I guess they saved all of that for me. And wait. Yes, one group had a family. A woman and a small child, but he was not old enough to fight. The guard was joking about raping the woman and selling the child to bandits as a slave. Could that be true? They are selling slaves?
Well now, that's certainly a lot to chew on. Excellent work, old friend. I'll check and see if any of my sources know about any of this. Thank you, Korst. You go get something to eat and some sleep. I need you well rested. Dismissed. You've done me a great service, friend. You saved his life, and for that I will never be able to repay you. Is there anything else you can add? Did you hear anything about slaves? That is odd, isn't it? So it looks like the elves are up to no good. Huh. Where else to easily kidnap people than in Skyrim? All they have to say is that they're worshipping Talos. I'm sure many of these enforcers skulking about in Skyrim are under their command. I know you've had a long day, and I won't keep you. We'll let you know when we have anything new. But please, check in with Marcus as soon as you can. Thank you again, my friend.
The Civil War, it's bad for Skyrim. Let's hope it ends quickly. I praise the Nine you came along. Your help thus far has been invaluable, but it's time to make some difficult choices. Valerius and I have spoken at length about this, and we value your opinion. We need more guards for the hold, as there's only a few of us right now. We're vulnerable to attack from several fronts, especially from the entrance through the caves, as well as the two main gates. There is no possible way that laborers and carpenters can begin their work if they're not able to do so safely. We need more guards. Yes. In fact, we prefer to remain unaffected by any outside entanglements or alliances. Not that we necessarily have anything against either side in this civil war, but we just think it would be best to remain an independent settlement. No one to answer to, no one snooping into our business, and most of all, no damn politicians to pull our strings. And it seems the Jarl Falkreath is occupied in his own matters. So it's unlikely we'll have any worries from him. Besides, he's abandoned this place anyway. So the way we see it, it's ours to do with as we please. So yes, this is exactly what we were hoping for. Are you absolutely certain this is what you want? I hoped that's what you would say. In fact, I already had Patsy post some notices in a few of the inns here in Skyrim. So far, he's made it to Whiterun, Solitude, Riften, Dawnstar, and Windhelm. But he says he doesn't care for carriages anymore, though. Check around in those inns to see if our notices have produced any potential recruits. If you can find, let's say, around 5 or 6 recruits, with the proper training from Korst, that should get us started. Have the recruits to gather in the courtyard, and when you're finished, report to Korst for further instructions. Good luck, and be safe.
Hello? I was wondering if I could talk to you for a second. I just wanted to introduce myself mostly. I'm Sienna. There. Formal introduction over. I feel better now, don't you? Well, I like moonlit walks through the old ruins, candlelit workshops, and the feel of cold steel in my hand. You know, the same stuff as other women. I'm not quite sure how to take that, so I'll take it as a compliment. If you're wondering how I ended up with a bunch of old soldiers from the Great War, they saved my life. When the elves burnt our farm, my parents hid me in a basket in the woods. Balfring found me and gave me to an orphanage until the war in Hammerfell was over, but he kept in touch through the years. And when I was old enough to be on my own, I joined them. He taught me everything I know about fighting, and especially armoring. Say, from what I saw at the prison, you know how to handle yourself out there. But if you ever want any company, come and get me, okay?
Oh, hello! Always good to see you, Dragonborn.
Huh?
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Smart woman. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course. Divine smile on you, friend.
Mama, you're home! Hey, I got you something. Hope you like it. Braith is a big meanie. She keeps telling Lars and me what to do. I don't want to play with her anymore. What is it? What is it? This is great! Wow, thanks!